Good morning and welcome to the vlog. First of all, apologies for the cold. I've got the sniffles. I'm in North Wales today, and I'm actually in North Wales for the next 3 days, so the next few vlogs are probably going to be very centred on the area, otherwise I'm going to be making long drives for no reason. And I'm kind of going to do a greatest hits tour almost of the area, so I'm going to hit some of the spots that are probably the most famous to photograph. I might do a few less known ones along the way, but this morning I'm at Llyn Ogwen in the Ogwen Valley, and I'm here to photograph the sunrise if one happens, and I'm also here to get the falls. It's windy. It's very windy, I'm not going to lie, and it's cloudy, and there's a chance of a little bit of snow. Well, these are certainly challenging conditions. Here for my first shot, if the conditions ever actually improve enough for me to get a decent shot. I'm taking a shot here. I'd imagine it's one of those where they've got tripod holes, you know, that are already set up in the ground for you. It's the boathouse and the tree on Llyn Ogwen. The weather's just closed in around me a little bit. It's cold, it's windy. It was snowing quite heavily for a short time, but it wasn't a nice snow. No, not that nice flaky, lovely sort of, oh, look, it's snowing. No, it's hard, haily snow that hurts you. Yeah, that's the snow, that's the one. I'm just waiting really for the sun to come up. Well, I don't know, sun to come up, I'm not sure we're going to get any sun. This is clearly going to be an embrace the grey day, Julian Baird. So I just moved down ever so slightly from my loftier position to get some shots a bit further down. I've taken the tree out of this shot completely because it's just too windy and the tree's moving about too much. So I'm focusing on the boathouse and I think the hill in the background, which is called Tryfan, or the mountain, sorry, hill. When I'm in the Lake District I call the hills mountains, and when I'm in Wales I seem to call the mountains hills. So I'm getting some light over the very back of the scene now, only a little smidgen of light, but I'm hoping that'll be enough just to lift it. And the conditions are phenomenal actually, because they're just changing all the time. I've just had a massive snowstorm blow across the side of Tryfan, and you just watch the snow just drift over, and now that's disappeared again and it's all clear. So I'm just going to keep shooting here to see if, as the conditions change, to see if I can get any kind of an image. Do you know, I really love Wales. I absolutely love it. I think it's such a beautiful place. It's oh, excuse me. It's not the same as the Lake District. It's like I look at it and I say that I look upon it as the Lake District being sort of Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, Brad Pitt, sort of beautiful, sort of good looking. I'm not sure why I went for a man there, but I think you'll get my point in a minute, because I can't really think of any rugged women. Well, I can, well, I can, but never mind. it's sort of so if the Lake District is like your beautiful sort of Leonardo DiCaprio type, then Wales is more sort of George Clooney, you know, much more rugged, but still really beautiful in its own way. I can't believe I'm saying this. Oh Jesus! No, scratch that. Oh my God, it's nice anyway. That's what I mean. It's more rugged, but still as beautiful as the Lake District. Oh God, it's early in the morning. Don't blame me. Okay, so I've come down now to the actual lake side, and I'm firing off a long exposure shot here of the water, the boathouse, Triffan in the background, smoothing out this water and catching some of the light over on the back mountains, on the far mountains, although the light's gone now really. The light that was there is gone, so it's still okay, but it's quite flat. So yeah, I think this is going to be a hashtag embrace the grey video. Looking at it, so Julian Baird, this one's for you, mate. There's a lot of grey to embrace and not a lot of blue at the moment. Right, quick coffee and crisp break while I try and work out how to get down to Ogwen Falls. I've walked down the road and had a look, and it looks a bit dicey to get down that way. There's some quite steep rocks you have to climb down. I'm not sure if that's the way you go, but in these conditions it's very slippery, so I'm gonna have a drink and have some crisps, and then I'm gonna have a walk around the back of this car park and see if there's another way down to the falls. Whew. That's what I'm going to do. It's nice to be warm. Well, that was a very slow and careful descent down that hill. It was very slippery, very wet.
Everything's gonna be alright.
And the torrent of water rushing down this waterfall and through this gorge is enormous. It's really fast flowing, and I don't want to be slipping, that's for sure. I definitely don't want to be slipping. So I'm going to set up my first composition here now. A lot of other people I've seen have been down this other side here, but opposite, but I'm not sure how you get there. But actually this might make quite a unique shot. I don't know for sure, but it might do. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to focus up on this bridge at the top here. I'm not going to do any long exposure on it. Well, no longer than I need to, because this water's rushing so fast anyway. And I really want to get the power of this water in. I want it to be really evident of how powerful and fast this water's flowing today. These really are incredibly testing conditions to photograph in. I got just spray back, being back blown over here towards me by the really high winds. The light's incredibly flat. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm on the best angle. Every time I put a filter in, it's getting absolutely covered in rain spots or water that's being blown back over from the wind. Compositionally, I'm not happy this side with where I'm at, but I can't get down to the other side, so this side is it. I'm going to try a few more shots around here. If I can, there's a nice tree that's sat up on a little top over there that might look quite nice with the rocks underneath it, but the problem with it is that it's so misty. The spray's being blown back that way, so I'm going to have to almost get in there, get the shot and get out before the spray covers the lens. So yeah, it's really tricky today, really tricky. Well, I'm back in the car. I probably could have found some other vantage points down at the falls to take some more shots, but to be honest with you, there's only so much wind, rain and snow that you can take, so I've come back to a sanctuary of the car. I'm gonna finish off my coffee and head home now. It's been challenging today. We'll see if the pictures came out. I won't know until I get them home and have them processed. I've got a feeling there's going to be an awful lot that are ruined by spots of rain. It's beautiful here though. I do love North Wales. It would be nice though if it had been a bit sunnier. Anyway, day one done. Still 2 or 3 days left to go. A few more vlogs to come. Hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, then I'd really appreciate you thumbing it up. And if you haven't subscribed and you want to subscribe, then please feel free to. That way you can keep in touch with what I'm up to and get notified when the latest content comes out. And if you want to make a comment, then by all means feel free to make a comment. I try and answer them all. Whew, can you tell I'm a bit worn out walking back up that hill? Whew. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.